So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're going to take a look at the upgraded version of the Vulkar sniper rifle, Vulkar Wraith. So compared to the original Vulkar, the Wraith version has higher impact damage of 225 versus the original's 180, lower puncture damage of 25 compared to the original's 13.3.8, and it doesn't have any slash damage where the original one had 11.2. It also has 8 rounds in the magazine, which is 2 more than the original one, and it has an additional V polarity. The fire rate, personally, for me, is a little bit too slow because it only fires 1.5 rounds every second, and the reload time is also pretty high at 3 seconds. On top of that, the critical strike chance is only 20%, which for a sniper rifle is really low. The multiplier is a standard 200% multiplier, and the status chance is 25%, which on a sniper rifle isn't really that great, because with the sniper rifle, you want to hit something and kill it. You don't want to confuse it with radiation or strip away armor with corrosive damage. It has 3 different levels of zoom. The first one is a 2.5 times zoom, which will multiply your damage by 5%. The second one is a 6 times zoom, which will multiply your damage by 15%. And the final one is a 12 times zoom, which will multiply your damage by 20%. However, the 12 times zoom has a very noticeable sway, and it's pretty hard to hit headshots with it. Now, the really good thing about the sniper rifle is that it only takes 2 hits while scoped in to get the combo bonus, and it will take 5 seconds for it to decay. Now, as you may have noticed, I am not using the scope with this weapon, and it's actually pretty easy to disable. You just go into your options, HUD, and the final option, the option at the bottom, will allow you to turn off your scope. And that's because the scope for the Vulkar and the Vulkar Wraith is not very good. It looks really nice and I really like the aesthetic of it, but it's not very functional. It's better than it used to be because the actual crosshair, the dot in the middle, used to be yellow as well, so it was really hard to see on many different tile sets, and especially in the Void. Like if you were aiming at a corrupted enemy, it was impossible to see the crosshair, and they did change it so it's white now, so it's slightly different than the other 4 dots, but still, in a gunfight, you have 5 dots, one of them is the crosshair, and if you need to quickly aim at something, it can be really confusing, so that's why I don't use this scope. Now, one more thing that I really like about this weapon is the sound. It does sound really good. It has this really nice click to it, and it has just enough kick to feel powerful. Now, usually I'm okay with weapons doing a lot of impact damage, because they can be used against the Corpus, and they are usually very effective against them, and they can be used against the Corrupted as well, because a lot of the Corrupted units are derived from Corpus units, so they have shields. However, a sniper rifle with high impact damage isn't really effective against anything, because the faction that's affected the most by impact damage, the Corpus, aren't the best faction to go up against with a sniper rifle. They have nullifiers with their bubbles, which are a nightmare to deal with if you have a sniper rifle, and Bursas, Moas, and Ospreys with all their crowd control. And don't get me wrong, this weapon still does a truck ton of damage, especially if you're using the Lasting Purity Augment, which is going to increase your damage while you're zoomed in by 60% and adds the Purity effect, which will explode once you get enough affinity, dealing 1000 corrosive damage to enemies around the player, and will restore 25% of your maximum health and increase your maximum health by 25% as well. It's fine, it does enough damage, it will take you through the solar system and the Void with no problem. It is not a bad weapon, alright? It's just a bad sniper rifle because the other sniper rifles are really good. So even with all that said, I would still recommend this weapon. It's fun, it sounds really good, it looks really nice. It's just a fun weapon. It's just not as good as the other sniper rifles because of the lack of crit chance and the damage distribution. So once DE decides to bring this weapon back, because right now you can't get it in the game, grab it. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.